key to manifesting and the key to being a super attractor is to be aligned with feeling good. And that doesn't mean that we feel good all the time, but our deepest desire isn't to get that thing to feel good enough and feel good. It's to feel good so that we can allow whatever we need and whatever's of the highest good to come into our life.
It is not true that you manifest better in high frequency. And I think that people will question, what does that mean? You're saying you manifest well in hate and anger? Yes, you manifest extremely well. Because if you have a lot of hate and if you have a lot of anger, you will manifest a lot of anger and a lot of hate very, very quickly. And so if we talk about the power or the intensity of a vibration, that is a different way of looking at vibrational frequency being high. The vibrational frequency being high, meaning anger being that high, meaning love being that high, meaning the opposites also being that high. That is where, when vibrations are high, we manifest extremely fast, because it's high, it's big. When vibrations are bigger, our attraction is faster, because that's the power of that frequency at the time.
Hardly anybody understands the law of attraction. The Secret, of course, really blew up the law of attraction in a big way, caused a lot of people to think about it, but we didn't explain it properly on that movie, didn't get into it in depth, and most people don't know how to get into it in depth. Attraction is it's a secondary law. It isn't a primary law. The primary law is the law of vibration. And the law of vibration decrees that everything moves, nothing rests. We live in an ocean of motion. Circulation being one of the first laws in the universe. When circulation stops, death sets in. We operate on a frequency. You do, I do. And what we're really attempting to do is raise the frequency that we're operating on. We want to operate on a higher frequency all the time, because that's where the real beauty of life is. This thing we're living in is a molecular structure in a very high speed of vibration. And the brain is an electronic switching station that alters the vibration we're in. We operate on a frequency, and the only thing we can attract to us is that which is in resonance with us. So the reaction is actually attraction. It's like Emerson said, the law of cause and effect was the law of laws. Action, reaction is the law of cause and effect. Well, our thoughts, feelings, and actions we send off into the universe. It's a vibration. The universe sends it back. It responds in like manner. Well, the response of the universe is the attraction. You can only attract to you what vibrates in harmony with you. So if we see things coming into our life that we don't like, let's understand what we don't like is in harmony with something inside. So we better try and understand what it is and then get rid of it. Attraction's a secondary law, and we've got to understand it is very real, and you only attract to you what you're in harmony with. When you want something that's on a higher frequency, you've got to operate on that higher frequency, because all the thoughts and things that you require are on that higher frequency. Most people, I say, are living on an AM frequency trying to listen to FM music. It doesn't work.
So I always wonder, like, if hard work is the key to success, then why so many people are not successful? And that's when dive into all these successful people's journey, I realized, I found out it's the mindset which makes all the difference, because that's when you tend to channelize your hard work in the right direction, and you have a belief system, the right belief system towards money, towards relationship, towards other areas of life, so that you start unfolding the right thing where your hard work started paying you a bigger return. So what is this mindset? That's when I dive deep into understanding the mindset, and I read a lot of scriptures and many spiritual books as well, and that's where I stumble upon the law of attraction, which gave me like the kind of giving me the key to that success is like what is going inside your head, the belief, the thought process. Those are which are the main magnetic power which you have. that is attracting everything into your life.
So I just hope people realize that, like, whatever you want in life, first of all, wanting something is acknowledging the lack of it, right? So God gives you what you ask for. So you have to really understand that it's, you know, I kind of don't say I want anything anymore. I don't say that anymore. I say I desire, or my intention. You know, I don't say I want it, because I'm just acknowledging over and over that I don't have it. And I don't want to match that vibration of not having it anymore. So instead it's, you know, this is my intention, my desire, and I put myself vibrationally on that frequency of already having it, already being there. And that for me works. You know, I don't know if that works for everyone else, but you know, try it. If life isn't going exactly how you want it to go, which, you know, is 99% of us in this world, try it that way.
Making sure that your thoughts, which are underpinned by your beliefs, and your actions are in line with getting the things that you want in life. So first of all, you have to be clear on what you want to bring into your life. And then you have to keep that abundant mindset, but also start to think about the things that you say, the way that you behave, the thoughts that you have. Are those aligning with bringing that into your life? And then the action part is that you also actually have to go out and notice the opportunities and grasp them and do the things that you can to bring these things into your life. And when you set a goal and you take certain actions towards, you know, creating that into reality, when you know that you have done the things that have drawn that into your life, it's much more empowering. And then it's almost like a muscle, you know, it builds your trust in your ability to manifest through action, not just creating a fantasy ideal life and then sitting at home and waiting for it to come true. So to bring abundance into your life, you have to be cultivating an abundant mindset. And so a really easy way to start is to list the things that you're grateful for that you already have. And as part of attracting things into your life or manifestation, there are various techniques like visualization or vision boards. But part of it is, you know, imagine it being true. Imagine what it would look like, feel like, smell like. And then when you have that vision in your mind, give gratitude for it becoming true. So then, you know, it sets you on a path of, I'm grateful for the things that I've got. These are the things that I want. And, you know, you're staying positive and abundant and grateful. And that's much more likely to attract those good things into your life.
Think about how that desire is backed with service and love, because as soon as you get into that energy, you feel good. And it's no longer about what you think you need. It's about bringing something greater to the world. And so when I would want something big in my life, whether it was a media placement or a baby or anything, I was always, if I felt like I was strangling the desire, I would always return to why this was going to bring light to the world. And that, I mean, that's where the moment you go there, you feel better. And that's the action that you want to take place from that place of action.
Abundance is not just what you materially have, it's also an attitude in the mind. You may have a lot and still you may feel that you lack. Sense of lack inside you will eat you up. It will eat the joy, it will constrain you in many ways. Your communication will break down. And it says a lot about your behavioral pattern as well. You know, it impacts your behavior. But when you have this idea, I want to share and be part of everybody, and everyone is part of you. You know, a sense of belongingness with everyone. That is when really, you know, life is fulfilling.
Spirit manifests through its polar opposite, always. We're spiritual beings. Spirit flows to and through us and will do anything for us. Whatever we ask, it'll give us. And we're asking in thought. So what we want to do is take a look. What have I been thinking? Take a look at your results. You'll know what you're thinking. That's how you can tell the frequency you're on. You want to start frequencies, vibrations, feeling. When you say, I feel bad, what you're really saying is, I'm not in a very good vibration. You say, I feel particularly good, you're saying, I'm in a pretty good vibration. Conscious awareness of vibration is referred to as feeling. So I think the way to really understand the frequency and the vibrations you're operating on is by the results you're getting. And if you're continually having problems in all areas of your life, you're on the wrong vibration, very low level of vibration. And we can change it.
To bring new and different things into your life, it's essentially a change. And for that change to happen in the outside world, things need to be changing in your brain pathways, in your thought processes, in your confidence, in your willingness to take action. So in terms of the sort of factors that contribute to manifestation, I call that one patience. But what's actually happening is that when you feel like, oh, I am trying, but I'm not seeing any results, it's because this work is going on in the background of connecting up neurons and making pathways. And there's a critical tipping point where there's enough neurons in a new pathway that you've actually changed the way that you think, you've changed the way that your willingness to take action. And then suddenly it feels like everything, starts happening. So that period before there's enough neurons that you've actually changed your brain, it can be a little demotivating and it does require patience. But again, I feel like if you understand that, then it can help you to stay motivated, where you might have otherwise said, oh, I've tried this for a few months and it's not working, so I'll give up.
That pain or that torment or whatever it is the past. If we learn to use breath work in every moment, it will bring our consciousness living in the now in every moment. Now in this moment, there are no problems. There are never problems now. Like, we're alive, it's beautiful. The problem is that there was an argument before. The problem is that there was a breakup a year ago, half a year ago, a month ago. So how do we get ourselves in the moments? That's the question, by just using breath work. We don't need to go all fancy with all the different yogic practices with this. All we need is slow, deep abdominal breathing. Inhale, exhale. 5-10 minutes, you're back here again, fully here, present in the moment. And then you're not carrying the troubles here. If you carry the troubles of your past and you're wanting to manifest the beautiful new, it will never happen, because you only manifest the vibrational frequency that you are. And if you are carrying the negative vibrational frequency and pain from the past into the now, you will manifest from now into the future the same problems. And that's why many people, they end up manifesting the same type of wrong people in their life over and over again.
One of the best way to get it into alignment is meditation, meditating on a regular basis. It won't get you aligned directly, but it gives you that time or that energy to think and understand what you are doing, what you really want, what you don't want, what you picked it from other people, what is that shiny object syndrome if you are going through, or if you are really coming from deep within. Because when you calm your mind, you get to hear the right thing. So one is for alignment, one of the most important thing is meditation. The second thing even meditation helps you is to release a lot of negative baggages that you are carrying, and you are always living in a chaos and you don't want to be aware about it. So one is meditation. Second is visualization or imagination, where you actually start to see those things happening. You start to visualize that, okay, what I desire or what I'm manifesting, that is already happening. So you get to align more and more and more towards that. And the third is like affirmation, which is like changing the self-talk. These are the top three, and anyone can use it, anyone can follow it. Apart from that, there can be many other tools which can bring you alignment depending upon if you are very much interested in certain kind of tool. Like for example, if you love to practice gratitude, so gratitude can bring you alignment because you are focusing on being grateful of whatever you have, what you desire.
The richest thing you could do for yourself is to not only just make yourself a priority, but to take that time out to be in the best position you can be in, right? And to not be so caught up on what you want, just to kind of put the attention out there, because when you're so caught up on what you want, it's so specific onto something, right? It's like, I want this new blue mug. I want this new blue mug. But at the same time, you're holding that vision of that new blue mug. It could be a green mug, a yellow mug, a gold mug that's sitting there waiting for you, that's just as good or even better than this mug, but you're closing out all those possibilities. So it's important to, you know, one of the things I do is I don't get so specific with my meditations. I just kind of say, for whatever is best for me, or what's the greatest, you know, for my happiness, for my joy, because that's where the real richness is.
I always say, gratitude is the magic ingredient of manifestation. Because I have seen many people who are struggling in visualizing, people who are struggling to change their self-talk, and people who are struggling to even taking action. They start with gratitude and just change. Now, how gratitude works? We are focusing on the lack. Let's suppose if I'm saying that, oh, I don't have money, I don't have relationship, I'm not good looking, I'm not good enough. So what I'm doing? I'm focusing only on the lack. Now, what is law of attraction? Like attracts like. If I'm focusing on lack, so what I'll be attracting? More lack, right? Whatever you focus, it expands. I'm focusing on lack, more lack will come. So now I start being grateful. Now, for example, let's suppose I'm not earning 1 lakh rupees, I am earning only 10,000 rupees. So I'll say, I'm grateful for earning 10,000. That doesn't mean I'm removing my mind from, or shifting my mind from earning 1 lakh rupees someday. I'm saying today I'm earning 5,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees. Let me be grateful for it. Today I don't have a house of my own. Today I have a small rented house. Let me be grateful for it. Today I don't have a partner with me, but I am with me, who is going to manifest. Let me be grateful for me. Today, I may not be perfectly healthy, but I am alive. And that's where one of the beautiful quote Buddha said. Buddha said, the beginning of gratitude, if you have nothing today with you, then be grateful that you are alive. Because you are alive, that's why you can do everything and you can manifest everything and create everything. If you're not alive, how can you even manifest? Or it doesn't matter then what you have around you. So starting with being grateful for being alive is the beginning, and then being grateful for whatever you have, it means you are saying thank you for whatever you have. You are feeling grateful.
Why do people fail? Well, we only need to look at 3 things: thoughts, feelings, actions. If our thoughts, our feelings, and our actions are aligned, we will achieve what we want. It's down to 2 things: alignment and intensity of thoughts, feelings, and actions. Now, when we go deeper into that, when we say, oh, well, that's easy. So you're saying that if I think about winning the lottery, and then I feel that I'm going to win the lottery, and then I go to buy a lottery ticket, then it means I'm guaranteed to win the lottery. Is that what you're saying? Well, kind of, yes. But the problem with that is not to do with our conscious thoughts, feelings, and actions, but the biggest problem is our unconscious thoughts, feelings, and actions. So it's fair enough, you wake up in the morning, you watch a YouTube video or do an affirmation, I am rich, I am wealthy, money always flows my way. And then you go into the supermarket the next moment and you say, which one's the cheaper one? So, you know, this is unconscious. We do our law of attraction practices. We say we're rich, but we act differently. And so it's to do with the alignment and intensity of those 3 things.
So first of all, when we talk about manifestation is about bringing something into reality. How manifestation works, we need to understand that our thoughts become our feelings drive our action, and our action create the result. This is how we create anything in our life. But most of us has been programmed from childhood to focus on only the last step, the action. Do hard work, study well, do this action, do that action, and that will create the result. But even if we are working hard, or even if we are taking action, but if the first thing is not right, like the thought process is not clear, not right, not aligned, then we cannot manifest. So now coming to the process of manifestation. First, what we have to do, we have to set our vision clearly. We should have a vision, we should have a goal clearly, like what we want, what I want at this point of life, maybe for next year, maybe for next 3 years in different areas of life, what kind of life I want to lead. First, I should have that clarity. Then I have to check my belief, if I can, Like what kind of beliefs I'm carrying, whether I'm feeling positive about this area or this manifestation or this goal, or I am feeling scared, or I'm feeling doubtful, or I have picked up some goals which are not even mine from other people. Like it is said, we have to dream, we have to believe, we have to let go of the resistances, like the negative beliefs. We have to take action, and then we manifest. Manifestation is happening at this moment. Right now also, whatever you are manifesting, even if that physical form hasn't come yet, but the manifestation point is happening at this point. And this is one of the most important things to understand. When we realize that manifestation is happening right this moment all the time, our doubts, our worried about when it will come true, how it will come true will go down.